and welcome to Wake Up Missoula. My name is Noelle McAvoy.
And I'm Scott Ramph.
And that was Asaph Adonai on piano. Asaph, what was that you were playing?
That is the theme to the Bugs Bunny Merry Melodies cartoon.
Nice, nice. And today is
Bugs Bunny's birthday. Right. 75 years today.
Wow.
July 27, yeah. What's up, Doc? We'll be talking about
I don't know.
Happy birthday, Bugs Bunny. But it's Monday. I hope that you guys have all had a great weekend. We have a great show for you today.
Yes.
Lots of events, lots of new programming. Asaph's got a pretty cool musical notes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Monday.
Yes.
And we want to harp on some weather first off, because as you guys see, it's pretty rainy out there. It's a very rainy morning, which is nice, because you know we need this nice cool down. But if you'll take it over, Scott,
yes.
Here is our weather.
It is currently 52 degrees outside. Today you are expecting, if you haven't stuck your head out already, it's raining.
It's mod rain.
Yes, mod rain.
Ah.
I want to change it to mad rain because it's like mad rain outside.
Mad rain, bro.
Bah. And then tonight you can expect the showers to kind of slow down to 60 to 30%, so it's going to be a little lighter. But then Tuesday through Wednesday, it's going to be mostly clear and sunny. And you could expect those highs to be in the 70s and 80s. But today the high is going to barely touch 60 today.
Yeah,
so it's going to be fairly cold. So put on a sweater, well, raincoat. I'd say raincoat, or a sweater made out of a raincoat material.
Yes, I agree. And so I've been talking to you guys about the Reynolds Creek Fire that's over in Glacier. And so I've got an update on it, and it is contained. So it has been 20% contained. And as of Sunday, there's no new fire growth, and the blaze remains at a listed 3,158 acres. Since the beginning of the fire, helicopters have dropped more than 1 million gallons of water. So that's a lot. It's kind of crazy. And then superintendent, I don't know what he's the superintendent of. I got all this information from the Flathead Beacon newspaper. So yeah. But they said that the St. Mary's Visitor Center will reopen on Monday, and the campground there will reopen on Wednesday. Going to the Sun Road will reopen when it's safe, so who kind of knows when that's going to be. And then Logan Pass will open again Wednesday, and the Rising Sun Campground and Rising Sun Motor Inn will remain closed for the foreseeable future. And then, but it is possible that some of the trails around the fire won't be open either, just because of all the blaze. But I have photos for you guys that some people have taken, and none of these are mine. I got these all from the Flathead Beacon newspaper website. So here's some really cool photos. As you can see, there's just some helicopters getting water out of Flathead Lake. And then here's kind of like Aurora Borealis and the fire, which that's super neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then here's some more photos. People are evacuating. And then my last photo. But if you go to flatheadbeacon.com, you can find out all of the information about it. You can read the article that I just talked about, and you can see more photos. There are 30 photos, and they're all really beautiful, even though it's kind of scary. Yeah, so check that out if you want to. But we are going to do some new programming.
We don't necessarily have new programming, but we do have some teasers from this last weekend was Celtic Fest, and I have a little short video that just kind of highlights all the best parts of Celtic Fest without me talking, so it's not much of a news report, more than kind of like a reel of the Celtic Fest in case you missed it. So here's a little taste of Celtic Fest.
Not just an Irish festival, we're a Celtic festival, so kind of embracing Scotland and other elements of Celtic tradition. And I guess this is particularly a Missoula thing, right? So what we ended up picking is just hopefully a beautiful day every summer to do this event. We're in our 6th year right now, and just a fun event for the community.
This is a song that we call the Swedish song, and it absolutely has nothing to do with Sweden. And it's even spelled S-W-E-E, which is not the right way to say Swedish.
And of course, as you can see, that there were a lot of people at Celtic Fest, in case you haven't seen it. But of course, you saw, like, I was filming it off my new iPhone.
Oh,
so all the footage is from the iPhone. And of course,
that looks really good. That's awesome.
So now I can just do word on the street whenever. I just, like, attack people and just say,
that's what I want to do. I need one of those. Because I want to be able to do word. I don't want to have to, like, take 2 hours out of my day to come in here and get a camera and then go out there and then.
Most of the work is just getting people to talk to you.
And I think that's the easy part. I guess
it's nice. It's nice to have it, but of course, I do have an awesome trending video that I want to talk about stuff that are definitely going to be trending. And this is one of the bands from last night, and he did something that was quite a little showstopper, literally. And here it is. So, what? Yeah, the power went out.
Oh my gosh, he burped and then the power went out.
Yes.
How did that happen?
It just happened.
Some
people like to call it coincidence. I like to call it was because of that burp that destroyed the sound system. But yeah. That's
hilarious. Yeah, it hit the sound didn't sound too good anyway.
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, like that one particular project, when I put it on our on the timeline, it just was not loud enough. It was just so quiet. So I have a question for you, Noelle.
Yes, Scott.
What do golden retrievers and piranhas have in common?
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
They are both the most deadliest animal on land, and not just on land, but on sea. So check it out.
Gosh.
That poor man. Run, run!
That's a lot of dogs.
It's a lot of dogs. All right.
Okay, I counted about 12.
A lot of dogs.
That's a lot of dogs.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But of course, on the case of more animals and more stuff going on here, this is a I don't know if I've shown this before, but I think this is a very intense video, and yeah, I'll just talk about it. So this is why you shouldn't mess with the gorillas at a zoo.
Oh man!
Everyone runs.
Everyone just leaves.
Did he break that glass?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my god!
It's a gorilla.
Of course, it's a gorilla. Oh, I'm sorry, Scott.
But of course, one of the things that are happening at City Council, which is happening tonight at 7 p.m., the one big thing that's happening tonight is they're talking about, they're having an open public hearing for the pawnbrokers ordinance. Oh. They're talking about this ordinance that would basically have the pawnbrokers put all their items that they have in their pawn shop online, and just have it a way for easier way for the police to track. But I think one of the bigger controversies is that the people who pawn stuff would have to put their name and their address, and they do not. And of course, the pawnbrokers are just like don't want to release private information of the people who pawned certain items. Yeah. But the whole idea is that the cops want to do it so they can find stolen items that were pawned. Yep. But the pawnbrokers are just like, that's not cool. That's not. It's not fair. Why don't you just give us hot sheets, which is basically a pre-warning of items that are too hot to sell or buy, and then you can report the people who are trying to sell those items.
I think that's a good idea. That's a good alternative. So that meeting is this evening. Is that at 7? Usually the city council meetings.
Yes, they're at 7.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. And today is our first day of our last MCAT official summer camp.
Yes, it is.
It is directing camp, or I don't know, like we keep on renaming it. I always call it the directing camp, but you know, like I don't want to call it movie making camp, because then a couple of kids got confused and they were just like, I thought we were making multi-movies. No, like, we're making one movie. This whole week, all the kids are concentrating all their efforts. It's a big team building exercise where they all come together and work on one solid movie. Yep. And yeah, so we're gonna have a couple of returning kids. We're having Darren again.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, Darren's in this thing again? Oh, here we go.
Sure, Darren's been hanging out with Darren all summer. It's been great. He's a great kid. Nice.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, some of the kids signed up for pretty much all of them.
Yeah. They're fun camps. I've had a lot of fun this summer.
Yeah, it's been
And
great.
they have too. So.
Yep, and then August is going to be devoted to the Boys and Girls Club, so we're going to be doing some Boys and Girls Club stuff next month, so we'll see how that works. That's going to be 3 weeks, Monday through Thursday here at MCAT, so that's going to be fun.
Yeah, that will be fun. Yeah.
And yeah, so I mean that's pretty much what's happening with MCAT. If you're interested in getting involved with MCAT, you can log on to our website. There it is, MCAT.org, and you can find out all sorts of great and wonderful information about Missoula Community Access Television. Also, you can go to our YouTube page and all this stuff. Our Do It in 72 is returning. For those of you who don't know what Do It in 72 is, it is a something I'll be advertising on Wake Up Missoula for the next 3 months before it actually happens in October. So Do It in 72 is happening October. It's usually the second weekend in October. And the top prize is $500, second prize $200, third prize $100, and so often. And it's geared towards filmmakers, and you have 72 hours to make a film. That's part of the contest. And of course,
they give you elements. We'll give you elements.
Yes, we'll give you stuff that you have to incorporate in your movie to so you don't cheat and make the movie now and then just give us one of your old videos from your college days.
Yeah. It's amazing. You look 10 years younger.
But you can also like Missoula Community Access Television on our Facebook page, where we post all sorts of wonderful things from our shoots, our videos, all sorts of content that you can get in touch with us via our Facebook page, mcat@mcat.org. You can also follow us on Twitter, where we have such wonderful ways to get a hold of us as well. And you can follow us certain items that are trending. You can also like us on our Twitter page, not to mention our our Facebook page, Wake Up Missoula, and of course our one and only website, wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. So nice we named it Titus. So come on down, and well, you don't have to come on down. You can just log on and like us on Wake Up Missoula. Because if you type in Wake Up Missoula, you can find us anywhere whatsoever. And that about does it. We do have that summer camp video we failed to show last week, so we'll show that a little bit later. And we also have Hallmark or Bullmark if we have time for that.
Yeah, sounds good. You didn't exit out of that window, did you?
I didn't. Which window?
The one that I had with the pictures on it?
The only one I exited out of was the one that was for the weather.
Okay, good. Well, oh great. Okay, here is events for today. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff going on, and like I've been talking about over the weekend, or on Friday, over the weekend there have been a lot of softball games. These are their tournaments, and so they continue on today. Starting at 8:30 this morning, it's Zootown Softball Leaguers versus Washington. So that is at the Dale Clausen Complex, Field 12. So hopefully they're okay over there, because it's pretty rainy today, and I can imagine they're having a very rainy day. And then there is Arts Exploration at the Missoula Art Museum starting at 9. This is with Jolena Ryan. This is for ages 6 to 11. It's $72 or $80 if you are not members. And it is just going to offer campers a unique opportunity to explore and expand their love of art. During the week, students will be introduced to several techniques: painting, drawing, bookmaking, and printmaking. Projects will also include collograph printing, constructing a book of pockets, creating a paper quilt, and of course, drawing and painting. And then the YMCA has got a bunch of events going on. They've got YMCA Soccer starting at 9 a.m. This is ages 6 to 12. They have YMCA Kinder Cubs starting at 9. This is for the younger campers that need an introduction to camping or aren't really ready for the full camp experience. They just go around the Y into area parks and other attractions.
They pitch a tenant at parks.
Yeah, ages 5 to 6. And then YMCA Teepee Tonka. This is for kids, also for kids that aren't quite old enough to start their own camp experience. And it's the same, they just go around the Y in area parks and stuff. So that's ages 6 to 13. And then they've got a YMCA Fly Fishing, ages 8 to 13. And it's just all about fly fishing. And if you go there, it starts at 9. And they'll just go all around to different areas and fly fish. So it's from 9 to noon. It's $88 to $75 with a family membership. And then we've got YMCA Art starting at 9 a.m. This is for ages 7 and up. And it's all week, $161 or $141 if you are a member. And so that's everything that's going on at the Y. You can check out MissoulaEvents.net to find out more of the things going on at the Y or their website. And then there's this new kitchen just opened up, and I think it's geared towards younger kids. It's called Taste Buds Kitchen, and it's they're having a Master Chef Junior Camp. This is Taste Buds Kitchen is located at 131 East Main Street. And they have mystery baskets, team challenges, and taste tests. And then it's $195 per week or $45 per day, so you can drop in. And there's a grand opening special, so you can buy 1 week and get another week of camp free. Yeah, so just look them up, Taste Buds Kitchen. I'm sure they've got a website. Then Moscow Monday is at Montgomery Distillery at noon. This is where they redistribute the wealth. So every Monday, $1 from each cocktail sold goes to the nonprofit of the night. And it's from 12 to 8. And then there's functional pottery at the Zootown Arts Community Center starting at 1. And this is for ages 6 through 12. And they're just going to be making functional pottery. It's at $90 for non-members or $80 for members. There is a electronic music production camp starting at 1 p.m. This is for kids ages 10 to 12. And it's going to be taught by local EDM artist Max Firehammer. It'll be located at a Tangle Tones Music Studio, which is 2005 South Avenue in Missoula, South Avenue West in Missoula. Yeah, and so it'll be
I'm pretty sure Max Firehammer is this artist's name.
I bet it is too. Yeah, I bet it is too. But 1 to 3 is when the camp is. And yeah, check it out if you want to. And then Top Hat Lounge has got the Grateful Dead shows, the live recorded shows of the Grateful Dead starting at 5. It's 5 to 7. It's all the music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Scrabble is at the Missoula Public Library at 6 p.m. tonight. You can hop on with someone's game board or bring your own game boards, and they also have boards for you to use. And then there is a service industry night at 6 p.m. at Plonk. This is where they have exclusive deals on special appetizers and drinks. And there's a live DJ. Cool. And so Taste Buds Kitchen, this brand new kitchen that just opened up in Missoula. I don't know. It might be for little kids. It might not. It might just be a kitchen for everyone. But I know they're doing camp classes. But here is more of an adult class. So they're doing a Taste of Italy, a BYOB cooking class. Starts at 6:30 tonight. And so they're going to teach you how to make a wild mushroom and truffle oil risotto, sweet cannoli rolls, and more. You can bring your own drinks, and so you bring your own drinks, yeah. And it's $40 per person. So that starts at 6:30 this evening. Oh, and there's a grand opening special, so it's $20 per person. Oh my God! Yeah. And then there's some music tonight at Stage 112. Nathan Kalish and the Last Callers, as well as Urban Pioneers and Aaron Buzzess will be at Stage 112 for $3 at 9 p.m. So that is my events. So we're going to switch gears and go over to Asaph's musical notes.
What's up, Doc? I can't do that impersonation.
That was actually pretty good. That's awesome.
But anyway, we're talking about probably the most beloved cartoon character of all time, Bugs Bunny. Today is Bugs Bunny's 75th birthday, and it was an episode called A Wild Hare that aired July 27, 1940. But before we talk about Bugs, let's talk about Merry Melody real quick. Merry Melodies is an American animated series of comedy short films produced by Warner Brothers between 1931 and 1969 during the American animation golden age. And Looney Tunes was the original name, which became Merry Melodies later. And anyway, they featured Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, and 3 of their cartoons, Tweety Pie, Speedy Gonzales, and The Birds Anonymous, which was a funny one. It won the Academy Award for Best Animated Short Film, and there were 3 more, What's Up Doc, the opera version. That was inducted into the National Film Registry of the Library of Congress, and in 2013, TV Guide ranked the Warner Brother cartoons the 3rd greatest cartoon of all time. And then switching over to Bugs Bunny, our main character, this is these clips here, these still clips are from the first episode of A Wild Hare. Bugs Bunny is an animated cartoon character created by Leon Schlesinger Productions, and it later became Warner Brothers before it became Merry Melodies. They're all the same. It was voiced by a man of 1,000 voices named Mel Blanc, and again, animated short films, these cartoons. Now, Bugs' personality, he's a gray hair rabbit, as they call it, famous for his flippant personality, his portrayal of tricking people, and his catchphrase, "What's up, Doc?" usually while chewing a carrot. That's probably why he could see so well. And finally, since his debut, Bugs has been in short films, feature films, television series, records, comic books, video games, award shows, amusement parks like Marriott's Great America, and commercials. And he has appeared in more films than any cartoon character. And he is the 9th most impersonated personality in the world, with his own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So that's pretty impressive for just a cartoon character.
Yeah.
And of course, my personal favorite is the one when the mouse got trapped in the piano when Bugs Bunny was playing at Carnegie Hall. I just thought that was amusing. So.
Oh, and they copied that too on Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, they did. And Woody Woodpecker too, I think. Also,
you know, I recently learned that like a lot of the art from Disney is that they recycled a lot of the old artwork, and it just kind of drew over them, especially in the dancing sequences. So if you ever watch, I guess like the Jungle Book. The Jungle Book, the Aristocats, and what else? Other one. I'm thinking the last one is it's Robin Hood. The Robin Hood. They have a dance sequence, and they're exactly all the same. I looked at it, funny. And it was just like they showed all the videos side by side.
Yeah.
I think they all probably collaborate together and just borrow it.
Well, animating is really hard.
It is, so, especially back in those days.
To like reuse it is such a smart idea.
Well, see, we have technology now, but I once had a tour of the Hanna-Barbera studio in California, and they used to just hand draw frame by frame and stuff like that.
That's why it's so hard. It takes so long to do.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, and a lot of cartoons even nowadays is like they can't stay up to date on current events, which a lot of cartoons are really trying to do, which is almost impossible. So you have to be usually it takes 8 months to a year. Yeah, because it's like you have to also write a script.
That's right. You know, what's with these cartoons? They always use Franz Liszt's Hungarian Rhapsody when they play, like Tom and Jerry.
Because I guess it's the funniest one.
Yeah.
Probably. Even Who Framed Roger Rabbit, they use that same song. That scene when the detective went in there to see Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah.
I think like at the time, it was the most visually stimulating musical piece that they
and
did.
it's fun to watch, especially Bugs Bunny, you know.
Yeah.
But that's just my personal favorite as far as all the cartoons that's ever done the Hungarian Rhapsody. So just food for thought. So happy birthday, Bugs.
Yeah.
Oh, finally, I think we should have condolences to the Brown family, because I understand we lost Bobby Christina Brown over the weekend.
Yep. And if you guys don't know who that is, that's Ike and Tina Turner's.
No, Whitney Houston's
the Houston's daughter. Yeah. Sorry about that.
And she was so young. I think she was only like 22.
Wow.
Like that.
Wow.
So prayers goes out to that family. And again, happy birthday to Bugs Bunny.
Awesome. Thanks, Asaph.
Sure, my pleasure.
That was Musical Notes with Asaph Adonai. And now we're going on to Tuesday events. So starting
What is happening on Tuesday, Noelle?
Well, I will tell you, Scott.
Yes, she is about to tell us.
So
right now.
At yes, I am. So,
anytime now.
So starting at 11 a.m. is a preschool playgroup at Bitter Gymnastics. This is ages walking to 5 years. It's $8 a drop-in or $12 for siblings. And they set up different stations and activities, and then kids and parents get to move around and choose what they want to do. And then, like I was saying, there's all-star softball games, and so all the games that happened over the weekend, the #1 team versus the #4 team will play tomorrow at 11 a.m. That'll be field 12, and then at 1:30, the #2 team will be versus the #3 team, and that'll be at 1:30. Yeah. Oh, I just did that in field 12. Yeah. And then over at the Missoula Public Library, they've got a kids summer activity program starting at 2 p.m. This is for school-age children, but they have to have completed kindergarten. And over at the Girl Scouts office, they're having a backpacking service adventure. And so this starts at 3 p.m. And they are going to check out the Bob Marshall Wilderness. They're going to maintain trails, learn outdoor skills, and maintain trails and learn outdoor skills. They're going to meet at Camp Castle Rock in Butte, and the buses will take the girls to the trailhead and back. They're going to leave Tuesday, tomorrow, at 3 p.m. and then they'll return Sunday, August 2nd. So you have to bring your own food and gear. Registration is $200. You can contact Sarah at 1-800-736-5243 or an extension 2306. Yeah, and so they're going to meet at Camp Castle Rock in Butte. There is a picking circle at the Top Hat Lounge starting at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. This is 6 to 8. It's bluegrass-oriented musicians are invited to go down to the raised seating booth in front of the sound and jam. In front of the sound booth. Yeah. And we've got our Tuesday night Missoula Farmers Market at 5:30 p.m. at the Red X's. That goes from 5:30 to 7:30. And then this next event is really, really cool, and I personally wish I could go to it, but I have to work tomorrow. It's called Cast Party Podcast Festival Live in Cinemas.
Ugh, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, it is a mouthful, but it's going to be cool. So it's 6 p.m. tomorrow night at the Roxy Theater. This is live from New York City, and it is live streamed in a bunch of different theaters all around the country. And so it's going to convene, it is a cast party. It's a festive, rousing, original variety show that will be beamed live via satellite into movie theaters all over North America. And so podcasts across genres and networks will join to celebrate the emergence of podcasting as a powerhouse medium with millions of obsessed fans. So they'll feature brand new stories and performances by Radiolab, Invisibilia, Reply All, and they'll also with special guest Lauren Lapkus. Those are all names of podcast shows. And so they're just gonna have a bunch of music and videos and podcasts and celebration of podcasts streamed into the Roxy Theater. Yeah, starting at 6. Well, I think it's really cool.
It is really cool, but I can think of a room full of people in a theater and they're just sitting there listening.
No, you'll be watching.
Oh, you can't really watch a podcast.
Some of them you can. Celebration. They're gonna be having they're gonna be having.
So they're gonna be filming the live stream video.
Oh, well, yeah. Because
I was podcasts are always radio.
It's like a.
It's
live
always
party.
You're listening to All Things Considered on the radio. Everything's happening. It's it's cold outside, but not as cold as the wintry weather that I grew up in Wisconsin. Well, I was walking through the snow. And I could hear the crunch of the noise, and then in the background you'd hear
crunching. Yeah.
And I decided to go to Old Man Wigglebee's down the street, and I heard his dog barking in the background, and it gets louder. And I always get scared from this dog. Every time I would walk by, I was afraid that the chain would break and attack me. But anyways, I want to talk to you about insurance.
Yeah, that is how it is. Yeah, so it's not going to be radio. It's going to be a live beamed live via satellite variety show full of videos and music, and the people that do these podcasts will be there in person talking about it.
Yes. Yeah. And then it followed by the ending of some saxophone playing.
Yes. Yes, definitely.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie Brown. Okay.
Yeah. That's the staple in all the radio stations. But moving on, over at the Hive, starting at 6 p.m., they've got it's like a class. It's more like a crazy thing.
The Hive is the sometimes maybe event center.
Yeah, sometimes maybe event center. Yes, it is. And so it's called. This is put on by Laughing Matters, and it's called Come Out and Play. And so you can basically just go there, and they're going to be playing and laughing and doing a bunch of weird stuff for adults to make you get out of your critical inner old self.
I don't like to laugh in front of people.
I know you don't. It starts at 6 p.m. at the Hive tomorrow. And then, so all the games of the softball games and then the championships, the two teams that played each other, the two winning teams of the final playoffs will be playing in the championship game starting at 6 p.m. Field 12. Yeah, tomorrow. Oh, and then the winner will take the banner. It will move on to a national level in Sussex County, Delaware. That's kind of crazy, yeah. And then Missoula Public Library's got their official Gamers Club for ages 19 and younger. And they have tabletop games, board games, card games, dice games, you know, all the games that you could want to play, video games. Yeah, it starts at 6:30 at the library. There's African dance class at the Senior Center starting at 7. This is put on by Taryn Ream, and she's got live musicians. $10 to drop in or $35 for 4 weeks. It starts at 7. And then over at Snow Bowl, they've got some mountain music. So starting at 7 p.m., Monroe Crossing and Dolce Canto is going to be playing at Snow Bowl tomorrow evening. Yeah, check that out if you'd like to. And then at Shakespeare and Company, there is they are going to be a book reading. This is put on by Stephen F. Arno and Carl E. Feidler. And they're going to be reading and displaying images from their new book, Ponderosa, People, Fire, the West's Most Iconic Tree, starting at 7 p.m. tomorrow. And then we have some music for tomorrow night. Anna Polvik is going to be at the Top Hat Lounge at 8. There's a Missoula Music Showcase at the Badlander at 9. And then Happiness will be at Stage 112. They're from London, the band from London. They'll be with Iron Eyes, Beetle Pops, and Pale People.
Pale People.
Yeah, I know. I know, isn't that a funny band name? So it's $18 and up, $6 in advance, or $8 a day of show. Yeah. So that's what's going on for today and tomorrow. As always, you can check out MissoulaEvents.net. You can check out the Independent, the newspaper, or the university's website.
Cool.
Yeah. But we are going over to a segment we all know and love.
Nope.
Oh, yep.
Yes, there it is. Yes, we all know and love it, and it's wonderful. And I have an awesome thing.
And it's
I'm only vamping as I get it set up and ready to go.
Hallmark.
Or Bullmark. Are you guys ready for some Hallmark or Bullmark? I'm looking at I should look at the camera, so I'm looking at you and not look over there, because now it looks like I'm interviewing someone. Oh, interesting.
I like the side profile.
Side profile.
Too. Well, it's kind of weird, because at this angle, where our camera is right now, it's a little weird to, know where we should be looking. I was feeling like that. I wasn't sure if I should be looking right at the camera, turning like this, or if I should be doing, a side profile, and, I'm interviewing someone, with the space. It's a little weird. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be looking down most of the time. I'm gonna be looking down here, so I'm gonna read this.
Oh, you should move your microphone then.
I gotta move my microphone.
Yeah. Yep.
In front of my face.
Yes.
No, it has to be to the side. Journalism school.
Oh, that's true. What is it? 45-degree angle, everyone.
Oh, you have to do this thing, a phone thing. It's okay, I'm ready now. Now I have good audio.
45-degree.
All right, I'll just start. Hit it, Asaph. Desiree's perfect life as a wife of a doctor comes to a sudden end when her husband says he wants a divorce for a younger chick.
Oh.
Being a slick doctor that he is, he was able to get out of the marriage, leaving Desiree penniless. She gets nothing.
Whoa. Wow.
Desiree soon finds herself abandoned by her rich friends and moves back to New Jersey to help her run his struggling bakery. Strawberry. So through that strawberry bakery, Desiree wants nothing to do with that strawberry bakery. High class. She wants to return to her high life. Spending time with her father causes her to see things differently, though, so she bonds with her dad, totally. When Desiree's success at the bakery leads to an unexpected opportunity, so she might be marrying another doctor, will she choose to recapture what she lost or what she's recently found? Question mark. Is this, and the movie's called The Sweeter Side of Life. Is this a Hallmark original movie? Or is this complete Bullmark? So if you guys don't know how this game works, I read a synopsis from a Hallmark original movie, or do I? And you have to determine whether or not is it a real movie, Hallmark, or is it a fake movie, Bullmark. So what do you guys think? Is it Hallmark or
yeah, I'm gonna say Hallmark movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with her this time.
Yeah.
Well, guys, you guys are right.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job. I didn't even try that hard.
It sounded like a terrible Hallmark movie. That sounds like a.
All right, are you guys ready?
Yes.
The next part is, when befriending a patient and then losing her to cancer, Dr. Sidney Ludwig decides to take her some long-time needed time off to reevaluate her life. Persuaded by a friend to attend her 20th high school reunion, Sid, short for Sydney, reluctantly returns to her small town where, after years of estrangement, she finally confronts her estranged mother about the past and faces the love she left behind. And this movie's called Back to You and Me and Us and We and Them.
And you.
But yeah, the movie is called Back to You and Me. Is this a Hallmark original movie, or did I make this up?
Oh gosh. I'm gonna say it's a Hallmark movie.
Huh?
I'm gonna say Bullmark.
You say Bullmark?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you should have went with Noelle, because she was completely right.
Oh.
It is a Hallmark movie. Today I just did all Hallmark.
All Hallmark.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. They both sound like really terrible Hallmark movies.
They are terrible.
Yeah, and
Hallmark
they
movies.
always fall in love. Everyone's always falling in love and out of love and getting divorced.
Something
and,
about love and
having
divorce.
to work in their dad's bakery.
But sometimes it gets a little edgy when they talk about cancer.
Oh!
Yeah.
It gets
But of course,
super
without further ado, we have our summer camp.
Oh, yes.
Of course, this is Summer Camp Fridays on a Monday.
We weren't able to show this on
Yes.
Friday because we
did a whole hour. We did a
Yes.
whole hour.
We did.
Yes.
It's easy to do, I realized.
A whole hour?
Yeah, because it's 8:37, you know.
Because we were afraid we weren't going to go long enough.
Yeah.
Because we had only one guest, and usually one guest takes about 5 minutes in and out between PSAs and stuff like that. But yeah, it just comes out that way, and I think we can get done in under 40 minutes. So here is the epic rap battle made by kids with probably a lot of help from Sam. Okay, so here it is.
Hey bro, I want a rap battle. Yeah bro, let's have a rap battle. I'm the king of the jungle. Maybe not the lion, but I'm still the king of the jungle. You're not. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna win this rap battle. Okay, let's go. Your head's so tall it hits the trees. You'll cry for mom when I break your knees. You eat so much, but your body stays the same. Your neck stays long, and you got a small brain. You can still be fat, many of you are. Just look at this picture, as big as a car. Yes, very well said. Wow. Yes, very well said.
Well
very,
said.
very. I hear you rapping, you should shut your hole. Your neck looks like a telephone pole.
Oh my
Yo, bro, that was pretty good. But I'm gonna get you back with some of my beats. I know you're a zebra, and I know you got a tail, but I have a hard time telling if you're male. I know you like bark, and that's okay, but don't hark on me when the bark is at bay. You're being hunted, and that's kinda bad, but it's good for me, 'cause I'm a big giraffe. This zebra's about 900 pounds. That's pretty fat for an African bat. Hey, man! Yeah, man! Awesome, man! Yeah, man! You're sick, man!
Hey, yo, that was a dope battle between y'all, and I really liked what y'all had to say. But before I announce the winner, I just gotta say my legs are kind of weak, and I have a poor bowel system, and if I fell down a hill right now, well, it's very... Oh, there you go! Oh, no, it's coming out. I hope it doesn't eat me. Oh, it did. And...
Since the announcer died, the only way we can solve this is a street battle.
Oh, of course, there's their little movie. I'm surprised, they had the fart noises for their text, but they didn't have any fart noises for the elephant.
I know.
Just saying.
It's like they just forgot.
I'm not nitpicky, but that was terrible.
They did a great job. I thought
it was awesome. They did a really good job. They worked on it for 3 days.
Yeah, 2 days. Good 2 days for sure.
Yeah. And they finally, I finally got to watch it on a Wednesday, in the middle of the week. I'm just like, cool.
Good job. You guys did a good job.
Yeah. They did a couple other films too that week. It's the twins. It was
the twins.
The fraternal twins.
Yeah, they were funny.
Yeah, they were pretty funny.
Yeah, they were really funny. But I think do you have anything else? I feel like that's the end of our show.
I think that is everything. But of course, I do want to mention that MCAT is looking for new board members. So if you are interested in being a part of MCAT, seeing if you have any ideas for public access television to make money mostly, you can join the board. There's 2 board vacancies right now, and you can join the board. It's you help oversee the operations of a media access center. The board meets 10 times a year, and it's on the 4th Tuesday of the month. So it's the 4th Tuesday pretty much the last Tuesday, but
Yeah.
it's usually just rounded up into the last Tuesday of a month, and the meetings are usually not even an hour.
Yeah, less
pretty
than an hour.
short.
What do they talk about?
The budget. The budget, like they have all the reports, the treasurer's report, there's the president, and all that stuff.
Cool. Okay. Yeah.
It really depends.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep.
Well, everyone, to find out more information about Wake Up Missoula, you can check us out on our website, wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. You can like us on Facebook. You can like Wake Up Missoula on Twitter. You can also like Missoula Community Access Television on Twitter, as well as on Facebook. And to find out more information about MCAT, you can check us out on mcat.org.
Yes, and if you're interested in appearing on Wake Up Missoula and talking about your event, your cause, your concert, anything that involves a nonprofit, but of course, if you're talking about a future event that's happening that'll help benefit the community, you're more than welcome to come on our show, Wake Up Missoula, by contacting us at 406 area code Montana 542-6228, otherwise known as 542 MCAT.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for joining us.
And we will be back on Wednesday. We'll see you then. And here's Asaph Adonai.
Yep.